Hey, welcome to Black Queen here, another episode of Queen Reacts, and today I'm going to be recording about like maybe 2 to 3 videos today because we do have Thanksgiving break coming up and we have 3 days off during the week, so I'm only gonna have 2 days during school, and today's Tuesday, so yeah, I'm gonna have to record as much as I can and edit as much as I can in school tomorrow, which might mean I might have to take some time away from editing some projects that I was doing for the class, which is fine because it's not going to be due, our project's not going to be due until like next Friday, maybe even the next Monday after that. But yeah, so today we're going to be getting to Rainbow Dash Presents. This is another series that I've done not years, but maybe even a year ago or so, and I haven't done it in a long time. So this is the 4th one, I believe. Spiderses. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I know these are all based on fanfics, so I'm guessing this is a fanfiction, but just like kind of like a bastardized telling of it. I mean, of course, it has something to do with spiders. Kind of an arachnophobe, but I've been doing better over these as I've grown older. So spiders don't scare me as much, but I still don't want them around me. But I doubt this is gonna be. Maybe it might be cute. I don't know. The animation's usually cute. Well, it's not really animation, but you know. Alright, so we're gonna get right into this. We're gonna keep these videos short as possible. So 3, 2, 1, play. Wait, no. Never mind. Cancel that. 3, 2, 1, play.
No, this story is totally awesome, you guys, and I just got this joke off out of my fireplace. Last time me and Pinky did something like this, we had so much fun. You're just gonna...
Good morning.
Oh.
No, it's the middle of the afternoon.
It's always morning somewhere.
Sorry, I missed that.
I am going to read today. You were dismissed, Rainbow Dash.
Okay, see you guys
so
later.
We're gonna get Celestia Presents.
I was bored.
Me too. And they're in the book. Spiderses.
Twilight awakens in her bedroom. She's depressed, as per usual.
Same.
Each day fails to present reason to draw further breath. Her servant Spike does not respect her, and when he grows to suitable age, he will devour Twilight with impunity. It is not but fear of death which impels the young man to study. Time is non-refundable. The Reaper sharpens his tool for the harvest, indifferent as the sun, which rises and sets each day as if the creatures below were but meaningless trivia to its majestic arc. The tool, which Twilight foolishly calls friend, belches forth a scroll. The parchment falls to the floor waiting to be retrieved. Go on, my faithful student.
I go to pick up the scroll.
A wise choice. Because as you discover, the scroll was sent by none other than your beloved benevolent teacher. She requests,
Wow.
with much honey and adoration, that you find a particular book and you cast a particular spell. That is your lesson for today. She asks of you very little. Twilight thinks, I wonder what my parents are doing.
Probably nothing as interesting as being Celestia, student. I get straight to work. I crack open the book and look at how to cast that spell.
It looks simple.
I mean, that's pretty much what she did at the end of
simple.
Season 3.
Perhaps Celestia is growing feeble in her old age. Perhaps she became unhinged years ago. Perhaps it's about time someone overthrew Celestia and took her place, before her frothing madness swallows up the entirety of Equestria. Do you disagree?
I think that this spell is going to teach me a valuable life lesson. Whatever it is, I get to casting it right away.
Oh, Twilight. If I were a lesser pony, I'd be furious with you. How lucky for us both that I am a god. The world grows at alarming speed. Or rather,
is she gonna turn into a spider?
You appear to be shrinking.
Because I think that was the thumbnail, right?
Furniture tower above you. Your body is racked with extreme pain as it undergoes morphological changes that were never meant to be. You feel organs shift and buckle, Your
I don't
liver
like that
slips,
feeling.
causing you a thick, cutting agony. When at last the horror reaches its inevitable conclusion, you remain an insect.
Sorry.
But at this time in a form more fitting your demeanor. Dear student, you are a spider.
I can see.
8 hairy legs, venomous pincers, and no horn to
Well, that's
speak
kind of
of.
cute.
If no stallion would
Okay, yeah,
love
it
you
does look
before, your odds now seem severely diminished.
But I don't want to be a spider.
Someone is sympathetic, I'm sure.
I uncast the spell.
And how do you intend to do that?
What is it, Dungeons and
As I
Dragons?
recall,
Ogre- or
you
ogres and
didn't really
ogrettes?
perform the rites without reading the fine details. Mainly, you did not prepare a means to reverse it, and now you are trapped. Just as you are trapped in this story until you find a way to return to your plain pony shape.
Then I go to get Spike.
Wow.
I don't know how yet, but this is his fault, and he's gonna do all the hard work to fix it, or I'll
Yeah.
bite him in his sleep.
You cry out to Spike, but it is of no use. By what means did you intend to speak
It's
to
an
him?
Xbox.
At what point have you ever spoken to a spider? Besides,
I can't tell
I'd
that.
best beware.
Oh, he's got Twilight
student.
next to him.
Pray, what does Spike do when he catches spiders around your domicile?
He eats them with extreme prejudice. They're one of the few things he feels he has any power over.
Well then,
So what?
Well, that's gonna
That's
be
the spider in
a
a story
challenge.
all by myself for the rest of eternity?
that will be the case. But Providence saw fit to smile upon you. Another spider
Big Mac
crawls
as
from
well.
between the cracks in the walls. A
Why is
bright
Big
red
Mac in this
creature,
story?
unlike any
miss
species you've
something?
seen in the area before.
Twilight, is that you? I recognize your hairy purple butt.
Applejack's brother?
Yup. Twilight, why am I a spider and how did I get here?
We're trapped in a story being read by Celestia. We have to find a way out.
Well, when did that happen? I was just walking up to town from the farm a few minutes ago.
She
Seriously?
only say yep and no.
I suppose I should mention that this is a lesson for you, and I could care less what memories the Rep One retains. You may want to redirect your line of conversation, lest you look like an insane, modestly unappealing arachnid.
Applejack's brother? We need to find a way to turn back into
Applejack's
ponies.
brother.
Can you
is
help
his
me?
name.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm only good at 2 things. One is heavy lifting, and the other, well, anyone will tell you they don't call me Big Mac for nothing.
I see.
Okay, great. Well, we can rule
Hey,
out
it
one
is
of
No
your
Nut
skill sets
November.
because as a female spider, I'm actually bigger than you, so I can lift more than you can, and the other is not useful at all. So, in general, we can conclude that you are not useful, and you have a girl's voice.
Well, hey now, let's not rule
Oh, wait, wasn't that the
anything
thing
out.
that,
We
all
still
the male
haven't
characters except for
proven
Big
that
Mac
my other
had
skill
female
set
voices?
won't turn us back into ponies.
And the
It's
females
done
and
some
males?
amazing things before.
He
Or
has
is
a
that a different
point.
series I'm thinking of?
Thanks to your idiocy, your only option now is to learn
Sorry
from
if I talked over
scratch whatever will undo this spell you've cast. Since you have no reasonable way of forming a good hypothesis, you might as well try anything. Several times, of course, to eliminate confounding outliers.
Fine. Fine. We'll give it a shot, but you better do it right.
Not that I'm picky or anything, but I was just wondering if we could find another spider. Maybe another male spider.
Twilight put on a tough exterior, but deep down her heart was wounded. Could her sniggering classmates have been correct?
Why do we need another spider? What's wrong with me, huh? Am I too fat?
I just think it would help things.
Well, forget it. You'll take what you get, you'll like it.
Okay, let's get started then.
Hang on, you're not doing it right.
I think I'd know if I was doing it wrong.
But spiders have very complex mating rituals. You have to do the
Wait,
mating
hold on,
ritual.
what are we
Yep,
doing?
That's what I'm doing.
But you have to do it right or I'll eat you.
I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing.
The red male begins dancing. His movements
I'm
are
watching the
hypnotic,
Discovery
and
Channel
Twilight
right now.
finds herself sedated, as if by a unique magic she will never experience again. The rest is biology.
His biology.
Several days later, Twilight finds herself laying a clutch of eggs. The act is as painful as giving birth
What the hell
1,000
is this
times
story?
over.
Ah! Why? This is the worst day.
2 weeks pass, and no progress has been made in finding a solution to Twilight's conundrum. Meanwhile, Macintosh and Twilight have entered the misery stage of their relationship, wherein Twilight relentlessly henpecks her male companion into a state of alcoholism. He is miserable because everything he does is wrong, and she is miserable
Well,
because
if
everything
he does is wrong, doesn't
is
she
wrong.
eat him?
So Applejack's brother, we've ruled out courtship, the miracle of childbirth, and hating each other as a means to change back into ponies.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want you to clean up the web is what I want you to do. This thing was totally spotless before you moved in.
Y'all were living alone for 5
Reese's in the
minutes, and y'all
background.
never clean
She's taking
anything.
a bath.
I bet that without Spock around, y'all probably would have stewed in your own filth as a pony. I clean everything I use, so it lends itself to reason that everything should be clean if you aren't making messes.
Well, obviously you're not cleaning everything you use because the place is still a mess.
I want to go back to being a bachelor stallion. I miss Caramel.
That's it. I'm going to my
Wow.
side of the web and I'm gonna cry until you apologize to me.
While look, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. It's my fault. You're right. I'll try to clean up around here more often.
Good, because I still have a bunch of other emotional problems that are your fault.
Seems I have things to do. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Twilight's disgusting arachnid children burst from their egg sacs in an unholy
That would
wave,
frighten me.
chitting
That would
its
frighten me
newborn
if it happened
lust
here.
for sustenance. They cover the floor like a carpet of living death.
What is this crap? Alright, look. Applejack's brother, I have a plan. I want you to kill me.
Applejack's
Throw me
brother.
into the sea of spider babies.
Are y'all sure? It seems unlikely that we'll be blamed for this on account of the fact that no one knows we're spiders, and how would they find us anyway?
Just do it.
Macintosh throws Twilight into the millions of skittering mouths below, but Death's sweet embrace eludes the girl. As with all things in her life, she is merely swept away against her will. The children lead her down the stairs, stopping briefly over Spike to drain
Well,
the
he's
vital
dead.
fluids from his body. Perhaps a poetic justice for the spiders that they would appreciate if they were not the ilk of their parents' pairing. Out they go, pouring out of the windows and sweeping down the streets of Ponyville, picking the place clean of life. At last they reach the edge of town, and there, riding atop a hitherto unknown
Joel.
alicorn, who introduces himself as Argenbarger, is another spider.
Oh,
The spider announces itself to be none other than the famed Merriam-Webster.
I see.
The
There's a troll.
alicorn uses his fantastic power to annihilate the swarm of disobedient children, absorbing their essence in the wake of their deaths.
Abortion.
He escorts Twilight back to her home and returns her to her natural form as a pony. There, he explains that
Spike
Merriam has
skeleton
been
in
his
the back.
companion for the past 1,000 years. The alicorn had always adored Twilight from afar, but with the recent turn of events, both Argenbarger and Merriam have fallen hopelessly in love with Twilight.
Get a newspaper, roll it up, squash it. You're next if you don't get out of here, buddy.
He obliges out of blind, stupid romantic inclinations. Now I suppose that concludes our little tale.
Wait, what about Big Mac? Is he
I
still,
hope you have
is
learned
he still a
something
spider?
valuable, my faithful student, because I'll be expecting a full report on what you learned by tomorrow.
I'll get right on it.
Well, this was such a valuable learning tool. I think that from now on, all residents of Ponyville should be required to sit in for your friend's little readings whenever she requests it. You can always use more Aesops.
Wow. Oh. And the fix can I be in an episode? of
Twilight.
this?
Hello, dear.
Yeah. And make sure that it's not gonna start getting actually. Oh, so actually, there's still about a minute left? Yeah, there's about a minute left. After
The spider announces itself to be none other than the famed Merriam-Webster. I will you in the street.
Bloopers?
They don't have it.
Scabby.
then.
Mentally advanced video. I have to get to that series too.
I just spit all over your monitor, and I am sorry.
Mine's still clean. Maybe because I barely use it. Mentally advanced series.
Okay, good.
Alright. So that's a play Loudwire video. It's the next thing I had downloaded. Yeah, so it's nice to get back into the series. Very entertaining, and I'm curious as to what the original fanfic was. Was it really like, was that the story of it, or is it like darker? Because the premise of it just doesn't seem, it doesn't seem like someone thought that it was like an actual story. I think it turned into spiders and then some sort of mating stuff, and then like a flood of spiders. I mean, then again, he does kind of translate it into a more joking manner, but still, something about it just didn't seem right. I mean, none of it really felt right, but it just, I don't know. Kind of hard to explain. Anyways, I think that's about it. I'm going to be getting to some other stuff. I'm going to choose what to react to next after this. So, yeah, welcome to the commentary. God bless, stay safe, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye.